Hey everyone, so today I would like to talk about our leads as well as numbers in general. First, let me start by mentioning some facts about last month's leads. So get this, over the month of July, we produced a total of 170 leads, which amounted to a total profit of $3,430.33. Now, we had an average of 7 leads per day, which were good for a total profit of about $150 on average per day, which means that, again, on average, the profit per lead was $21. Now, again, these are averages, but still, I think these are good numbers. Now, speaking of numbers, this sheet is a simplified version of the one that comes with our course. And what it basically does is that it can be used to project earnings over a 1, 2 and 3-year time span. Now the reason I bring this up is because I don't think too many people realize how different types of costs affect their business, and when spending money on something can be considered cost or an investment. Now as you might know, we offer several services, but in this case I'm going to limit myself to the training as well as the leads. And within those segments we have 4 options. In training, that's the Kickstarter program and the regular course, and with our leads we have the leads booster as well as the monthly leads. So let's work through them in this order. So when we fill in the price of the Kickstarter program, we do that here. So that's $997. Okay, so if we hit enter, we see that the sheet populates all the numbers. Now obviously in the beginning you take a big hit. However, over time you recover nicely as it's only one single expenditure. Right? So the first year you make only a couple of $100, but the second year you already recovered from it, and then the third year you scale up more. Right? Now let us fill in the course, which is $597. Again, hit enter. And again, in the beginning you take a bit of a hit. However, you recover from this fairly fast. I mean, within the first year you still make 1,000. Right, if you go here, you still make 1,000. The second year you double, and the third year you double on that. So you quadruple within 3 years. So pretty good. So let us move over to the leads part. And let's start with the leads booster. Okay, and let's stay positive and say you'll stay on for the entire 3 years. Right, so I'm going to fill it in. 597, 597. Now you still make a bit of money, but compared to like a single expenditure, right, you lose a lot of money. I mean, with just only the course you already doubled this roughly in the third year. So okay, but it's still, you still make a profit. Okay, so now let's look at what happens when we fill in recurring fees. Okay, so I'm going to delete this as well, and this as well. Now if you move over to the right, you fill in $99, and now in this case I'm using our leads as an example. However, the same principles apply to any software you might use, be it Tactical Arbitrage or FBA Wizard. Anything that's a recurring fee will get these numbers. Alright, so hit enter here, and you see it populates here nicely in this column here, and look what happens, right? Look what happens to your profits. So, as you can see, recurring fees, even a relative small amount, will completely destroy your profits. And I want to emphasize that you only make this profit if you manage to hit an average profit margin of 20%, as you can see here. And as most people just jump in without any training, thinking it will be easy, I think that will be a big if. Now, I took the liberty of making a list of all these options so you can see side by side how any of these things we offer impact your profits over time. So I've done that here, but I made the letters white so you couldn't see it. Would spoil the entire reveal, right? So in black. Now let me zoom in a bit so you can see it a bit more clear. Okay, well, alright. Now looking at this, right? So the course is the best. Close second is even the Kickstarter program, and in the third and last place are leads. Now, and this is just me looking at the numbers, pure cold and hard numbers. So I hope that, looking at these numbers, that you will agree with me and also understand why I tell people who are just getting started to just start with our training and don't take the easy way and start with leads. But even if you're going to take leads, then just go for the leads booster, because you recover from that much faster, right? Even though it takes a big hit, it's still way better than just doing the monthly payments. So grabbing back to what I mentioned earlier as to what I consider costs and what I see as an investment, I would break it down as follows. Anything that can get me a possible return on either money or knowledge, preferably both, is something I consider an investment. Anything else, I consider costs. Now, costs in and of themselves are unavoidable. I have a team of VAs, they cost money. However, they do a portion of the work, freeing up my time, and the revenue I make with Amazon covers their costs. And that is the most important thing. I mean, look at it like this. If you make $1 million a month, then $300 as a cost per month doesn't even register. However, if you make only $1,500 a month, then that same $300 is a big expense. So make sure that when you engage in anything that is costs, that your profits can cover it.